Welcome to Refuse to Lose. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm your host today. Today we're going to talk about that AFC Championship game, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Cincinnati Bengals. So if you watch the weekly special, myself, my brother Javon, and Carl, the whole panel, we chose the Chiefs to win that game. Preseason, I had the Chiefs making it to the Super Bowl and winning it all. And it's all the strength because I felt like they were the best team in the NFL. They had the best quarterback in the NFL. And they had experience. They had the best tight end in the NFL. They had one of the best receivers in the NFL. They had a great offensive line. The defense started stepping up in the second half of the season. And plus they're going against an unexperienced Bengals team. But the good thing about being unexperienced, you're not experienced, meaning that you're just like you're hard-headed. You don't know what to expect, so you just play. You play with no fear. Now, this is what I want to talk about today. We're gonna give credit to all the Bengals. The Bengals defense stepped up. I believe Patrick Mahomes. I don't think Joe Burrow outplayed Patrick Mahomes. I just think he made less mistakes than Patrick Mahomes, and he made some key plays in the second half that Patrick Mahomes couldn't do for his team. Like Joe Burrow, I mean, he had like 5 rushes, 25 rushing yards, but he gained 2 crucial first downs, or maybe 3, and one of them he was almost tackled by Jones. And he got away and got the first down. So he made some key plays in the fourth quarter in the second half that kept the drive alive to put points on the board for his team. And of course, they kicker McPherson. I mean, he is fearless. You know, the guy is automatic. You know, once he gets in field goal range, it's automatic. So, but that defense played very well against Patrick Mahomes and crew in the second half. Now, this is my thing. I'm so glad that Patrick Mahomes came out and said, this loss is on him. I'm so glad he did that because when they beat the Bills, everybody praised Patrick Mahomes. Oh, Patrick Mahomes magic. I didn't really hear praise for Kelsey. I didn't really hear praise for Tyreek Hill. But I didn't really hear praise from Tyreek Hill. I didn't really hear praise from Travis Kelsey. All the praise I heard was from Patrick Mahomes. And the thing is, we got to give credit to Kelsey too. So now that the Chiefs lost, does Patrick Mahomes get all the blame? Because he definitely got all the credit when they beat the Bills. Let me tell you about Travis Kelce. Let me tell you all the things he accomplished just this game against the Bengals. Travis Kelce, he has 106 postseason receptions, which passes Gronkowski. That passes Gronkowski. Gronkowski had 98 postseason receptions. That's most of all time, and by a tight end. And Travis Kelce just passed him last night with 106. He also passed Julian Edelman, Jerry Rice, and Hines Ward, 3 wide receivers, for the most playoff games with 10 receptions or more. He just passed them. So Travis Kelce has the most playoff games with at least 10 receptions or more in NFL history. He also has 6 straight games with 90 plus receiving yards. That's awesome. In the playoffs. He didn't pass, but him, Julian Edelman, and Jerry Rice are the only 3 NFL players in NFL history with at least 100 receptions in the postseason. He also, this is the thing, he had 10 catches yesterday. He had 10 catches yesterday, and then he had 4 catches in the second half, right? Or 5. I think he had 4 or 5 in the second half. But most of his receptions in the second half came in that last drive in the fourth quarter. He kept that drive alive. But Kelsey doesn't get credit. It's all Patrick Mahomes. Listen, I'm not saying don't give Patrick Mahomes credit, but you also got to mention Kelsey. You have to mention Kelsey. So that's my beef with the media. It's not really Patrick Mahomes. Media praise Patrick Mahomes, but like this epic failure like they did yesterday, he don't get no criticism. He deserved criticism. He was inaccurate in the second half. He didn't want to throw the pick into the lineman. He didn't want people say that second pick wasn't his fault. You're right, but that pick was supposed to happen the play before that when the DB dropped the pick. So Patrick Mahomes did not have the magic in the second half. Now we can also say Andy Reid. Now we can say Andy Reid before the half, he should have kicked the field goal. That's a safe way. But by Andy Reid not kicking the field goal, is him trusting his quarterback to make the right decision. And what Patrick Mahomes do? He throws the ball to Tyreek Hill and open, and like it wasn't Like in that situation, you throw in the end zone. You throw in the end zone, throw it away. He threw it to Tyreek Hill basically in the backfield almost. And Tyreek Hill had to make it like, come on, Patrick Mahomes. So I put that on Patrick Mahomes because I'm not blaming Andy Reid for trusting his quarterback to make the right play. So that's all I gotta say. So but let me say about Joe Burrow. I gotta get Joe Burrow his flowers. All right, I gotta give him his flowers. First of all, T. Higgins played a good game because Jamar Chase, a lot of attention was on Jamar Chase. So T. Higgins had to pick up the slack, which is great. That's why it's good to have. I like Jamar. Jamar Chase is more like that finesse, but he can also jump. He can also leap. But he also is a great run to catch person. But T. Higgins is a big receiver, somebody you can just throw it up to. So if a lot of attention is going towards Jamar Chase, T. Higgins is gonna have a mismatch all day. And Joe Burrow recognized that and threw it to T. Higgins. T. Higgins had 6 receptions, 103 yards. He had a big play for 44 yards for that big reception. But here's the key for the Chiefs defense. I said it on the weekly special. Do not leave Jamar Chase one-on-one. What did they do? Ward. Same thing happened with a different quarterback. The same thing happened. They put Ward one-on-one with Jamar Chase. Joe Burrow throws it up. Jamar Chase incomplete. Ward comes down, do the little cornerback things, like doing the gritty. 2 plays later, he goes right back to Chase, same spot. Chase mossed him, TD. Chase started doing the gritty. This game was Fenton, I believe, yeah, Fenton, right? They threw in the left side, left corner end zone. Fenton wouldn't even turned around. He was looking at Chase. If Joe Burrow would have just underthrew it a little bit, that would have been pass interference. But Jamar Chase couldn't get the ball. Fenton comes down, do the cornerback stopper, which you didn't do nothing really. The very next play, literally the very next play, he goes right back to Jamar Chase TD. So they leave him one-on-one in coverage and the goal line, which makes no sense. All right. So, but Joe Burrow, think about what he's doing, y'all. Joe Burrow, he played a national championship game. He comes in the NFL, gets hurt. His first 4th season in the NFL, he goes to Super Bowl. So in 2 4 seasons, he's played in a national championship game and won. And now he's about to play in a Super Bowl game, and the question mark is to remain to see what happens. So Joe Burrow, we got to put them in that category. We got to put him above Justin Herbert, like I've been saying. We got to put him above people like Derek Carr, Dak Prescott. We got to put him above all of those, even Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson couldn't lead his team to the NFL. Now, people won't say, well, Lamar Jackson, I won't say Lamar Jackson, only because of the weaponry that Joe Burrow had. Lamar doesn't have those same weapons. But you got to give him props. He came to a division where nobody had them winning. Everybody had everybody above them. Everybody had either Cleveland winning. It's either you had Cleveland winning, you had Baltimore winning. If they weren't going to win, you would expect Pittsburgh to win. Nobody had a Bengals to win a division unless you were a Bengals fan. So shout out to all the Bengals fans out there. Y'all deserve it, man. It was a long time coming. Y'all had 4 wins last year, and this year y'all in a Super Bowl. That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. What the Bengals just did, they gave hope to these teams like the Jaguars, the Washington football team, the Giants, you know what I mean? The Houston Texans. They gave hope to teams like that, where in one season, your team will be turned around like that. I mean, your season will be turned around like that. So great job to the Cincinnati Bengals. They are heading to the Super Bowl in LA and SoFi Stadium. And guess what, guys? I'll see you at the next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. We really appreciate that. If you are listening to this on you or watching this on YouTube, we would like for you to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit the notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, etc., we would like for you to follow us on those platforms. Also, hit the notification button so you can be notified when we're out. And last but not least, no matter what platform you're listening to or you're watching it on, share it with someone you know, and they could be part of the movement also. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.